Hey guys, I'm Nat.
And I'm Ashton.
And we are the Nerds in Flannel.
Well, welcome back to the pod, everyone.
I'm dying.
We hate life right now.
Oh, I'm dying.
And a big reason is because, and actually the main reason I'd say, besides it being, close to the end of the semester, we saw Morbius.
We saw Morbius. Willingly.
Willingly. Mistakes were made.
Oh my goodness. So, as you know, Morbius is a film starring Jared Leto as a vampire. And we both, at least I'm not that critical. I'm not that really critical about movies. But this one was tough, man.
This one sucked.
It sucked. Okay, there was one good moment. And we'll talk about that later.
Sure.
But this movie just felt like it didn't know what it wanted to be. It took itself really seriously, which is what everyone else is saying. But seeing it, it makes sense now. It doesn't know what it wants to be. The tone is very weird. It's like they're trying to do Law and Order with vampires, and that just doesn't work.
Not at all.
With Jared Leto doing typical Jared Leto. I don't know what to say, man. We saw this movie almost a week ago, and I'm still in shock.
Yeah, honestly, I have told many people that was probably the worst part of my week was seeing that movie. I just felt like I got robbed. There were a lot of expectations, especially coming off of No Way Home, and this movie was really trying to, press into that. If you saw any of the trailers, there were teases of places familiar to the Amazing Spider-Man universe, and then they even showed a full-blown portrait of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man at one point in the trailer. Sorry, if you hear coughing in the background, my dog is coughing up a hairball.
Yeah, the dog's freaking barfing on the carpet.
Welcome to the pod, Monty.
You're the first animal guest.
First animal guest, and Maisie's here too, my other dog.
I don't like Maisie.
The little yabber. She doesn't have many friends.
Get wrecked, man.
She's cute when you get to know her, though. Yeah. Anyway.
Yo, I'm gonna smack you.
Are you good, bro?
This is the problem with doing pods live. Dude, dog, you good, bro?
You good, Monty? Hello. Say hi.
Oh! Sheesh.
He's okay.
This dog is not having it.
He's so confused.
He's like, what is this?
Anyway, as I was saying, he's mad at Morbius too. That's why he's mad.
Oh,
okay, you guys can leave them.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk while Ashton is kicking his dogs out. So, here's a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? There was no chicken. Wait, what? Wait a minute!
Well,
that went sideways really quickly.
That was as bad as Morbius, dude.
I'm not even mad about that.
But yeah, as I was saying before, my dog so rudely cut us off.
Freaking dogs.
Yeah, I really think that they tried to put a lot of hype into this movie, and it just did not work coming off of No Way Home, whatsoever. They even showed Michael Keaton in the trailer, and that scene didn't even make it into the movie. And it just had a lot of problems.
We got catfished.
we got so catfished, dude.
Oh my goodness. So for those who don't know, Morbius is a vampire, and half human. He appeared in the Amazing Spider-Man 101. That was his first appearance in, the Marvel Universe, I believe, and is a pretty titular Spider-Man villain. I really don't care for Morbius as a character, but this movie really makes me hate him.
Yeah, same. And honestly, I hate that it felt like such a generic superhero plot. There was no real effort in a lot of the writing.
Yeah.
And this actually leads me into a question I have.
Oh, dude, man's got a script today.
I got two questions here.
Oh no.
So after seeing the movie, what is your main takeaway from seeing it besides that you hated it?
I'm scared for the future of Spider-Man, especially if this is Tom Holland's Morbius. I'm gonna be very concerned.
Yeah.
But with the post-credit scene, I think that it may tie into the Andrew Garfield universe, which is also not great. I mean, I can't say because I haven't seen him interact with Spider-Man because that's like pretty much the main part is how Spider-Man quips with his villains and everything. But this character is just so unlikable at sometimes. Like they want him to be a hero, but it's hard when he's like killing people left and right, and it's just not a great introduction to a character that you're trying to like set up with your biggest property ever, which is Spider-Man. And I'm worried. I'm legitimately worried for whatever movie he's in, especially with Vulture, which is Michael Keaton. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and find out what happens there. Ashton, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel that. I think a lot of what I came away feeling from the movie is Sony, stop. They are trying to make a lot of movies based off of Spider-Man villains. I mean, we saw that with Venom. We're seeing it now with Morbius. And it just doesn't work. There are certain characters who don't deserve their own solo film.
Correct.
They are much better as side characters, and you can have more freedom to develop them when they aren't the main focus of the movie. Because there really isn't enough likableness to a character, to specific characters, to kind of have them in that role. And Morbius is one of them. I also, hot take, feel that way with Harley Quinn.
Well, Harley Quinn's different because she didn't get her own movie. She's part of an ensemble, which makes her a little bit more, I guess, likable. Because imagine if we just got a movie with her, it would just kind of feel bland. Because I feel like Harley Quinn works best when she works off other characters.
Well, exactly. Which is why, which is why I don't want them to make a Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, please don't make a Harley Quinn movie.
But
please don't.
Just don't. Even with Birds of Prey, though, there were times where a lot of pressure was just on her, and as awesome as Margot Robbie is at the character,
fantastic.
It's just too much. It's too much for a character to take on a lot of pressure. They have to be able to play off of other people. Mm-hmm. And in some of the earlier scenes, that was kind of something that happened a bit. Right. Anyway, that's its own podcast.
Yeah, we should do movies that we don't want.
Yeah, that would actually be interesting.
I don't want another Star Wars movie in the Skywalker saga. Hot take.
Same.
Hot take. Ashton, I'm going to put some gum in my mouth because I feel like my breath stinks.
We're using a new mic system today, and we have to talk very close.
Dude, we are like a foot apart mouth-wise. Wait, that sounds wrong. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Dad, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
Moving on.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I also just really think Morbius, as a whole, everything that they tried to do, even with having villains for villains, it's just not working out. I get that Sony is now acknowledging that, hey, maybe it's better to leave Marvel the writing rights and everything for Spider-Man and all that stuff. Perfect. But they made the mistake thinking that the villains that they own are likable enough for them to create a whole universe around.
Right.
And that's just Spider-Man's the likable one. No one else is interested. And it took them, I think they acknowledged this because it took them sneaking in Spider-Man references into the trailers to get people interested in this movie without the director's knowledge. Yeah. The director had no idea who the frick put Tobey Maguire in his trailer, or who put that Spider-Man 2 clip in his trailer, or Amazing Spider-Man 2 clip of Oscorp in his trailer. It was just, why?
This is another example of the studio making mistakes and ruining an entire movie. Happened with Suicide Squad. What else? It happened with Justice League. Justice League is a different circumstance. We talked about it. What was it, a couple episodes ago?
Yeah.
No, last episode actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Movies we hate.
Yeah. But it's hard when a director has a certain plot in mind, and then the studio's just nah. That's why I feel like Marvel the MCU works so well, because for the most part they let their directors do whatever they want. For example, Guardians of the Galaxy with James Gunn. We had the Russo brothers with multiple movies, and even Chloe Zhao with the Eternals, even though it was not great. But at least Marvel is not like interfering with their movies as much as DC does. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Yeah. Actually, I think I understand a little bit about kind of why DC and Sony movies are a lot more mediocre to Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, if you like when you go into a theater or when you're just watching the movie, do you see a Disney logo in any Marvel movie that you watch? The answer to that is no. Unless it's a Disney Plus show, then they show the Disney Plus thing, but whatever, right? Whereas with DC movies, you see the Warner Brothers logo plastered like 2 or 3 times. With the Sony movies, you see their logo plastered around so many times as well. Whereas Disney chooses to let Marvel, as their own studio, have the freedom under Kevin Feige to create and not be boggled down by all these major business decisions.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the movie industry is a business. The reason they make these movies is to make money, but also it gives writers a chance and producers like Kevin Feige to come in and do something that they're passionate about, which is create stories and just show a visual media of the comics that they grew up on. Problem is, if you're a company and you're seeing this work out for Disney and your mind is set on making money, it doesn't matter who you really have at the helm of a movie or how many suits you have that are controlling the movie's direction. Your mindset is not about creative freedom. It's about what's going to drive consumers crazy or what's going to kind of boost business. And DC, especially, if you've seen any of the... If you've read any of their reports on a lot of the producers that they put in, they're not as much like movie makers or connoisseurs. They're more... They mostly all have a background in business, so their mindset is completely different than someone who's a creative.
They just got to make the bank. They don't care what it looks like or how the movie turns out. They just got to make bank.
Exactly.
And this movie made bank, apparently.
Apparently, I don't know. What they keep saying.
I didn't. I only saw it once.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see it again.
I've only put $8 into it.
That was still a ripoff.
Yeah, I wanted my $8 back.
Yeah. So, moral of the story: when you let creatives have their vision and their way with a movie, that's where you get the better results. That's where you get the fans flocking. If you're trying to control everything with a business mindset, it's just not going to happen.
Right.
We have so many movies that prove that. So just stop doing it. Just Sony, if you want to have a successful universe, create like a sub-Marvel division and don't touch it.
Right.
Find yourself your own Kevin Feige and don't touch him.
See, I think the best thing Warner Bros. Could do right now is sell it. Sell DC.
I think so too.
I know that they'll lose a lot of money, but just sell it and make it sell for... Let's say it's all for $3.7 billion.
I could see that.
Because didn't Disney buy Star Wars for like $5 billion?
Something like that.
Yeah. Do you know what? With inflation, let's go $6.7 billion.
Yeah.
Because the fans deserve better. Please, we want a good movie.
And if you're not willing to do that, then just like you don't have to sell all the rights. You can still have like game rights or something.
Yeah.
Just sell the rights that matter for the betterment of the fans.
Please.
Or else get your freaking act together and just
make a good movie. With the DC movies, what movies would you say are good?
The Batman.
Okay, yeah, that's one. With the first Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Shazam.
Yep.
And Aquaman.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid list.
Yeah.
I think good is like the ones that most people generally agree on that are really well done.
Yeah, I think they're average. They're like, for every good movie, there's like 3 bad ones.
Yeah.
And that's terrible.
Exactly. It sucks. And okay, here's a question. How many good Sony movies are there? Like Sony, like superhero movies.
1. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Hot take.
What about the Rami movies?
We don't care. No, I'm kidding.
Dang.
No, so if we're adding those, we'll go 4 then. Because those are all pretty good movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go 4.
Yeah.
I like The Amazing Spider-Man 2 more than 1. I don't know why. I think it's just It's just more fun.
Yeah.
It's stupid, but it's a lot of fun.
I agree with that.
And the score.
The score is just it's unbeatable. The costume design is amazing.
Michael
The
Giacchino,
acting
man.
is there. Yeah, even the cinematography is like really well done.
Yeah.
And the CGI. Actually, let's talk about the CGI in Morbius.
Do you know how I said Dune was the best like visual effects I've seen in my life?
Yeah.
This is not it. This is not even close.
Not even.
I can't. This is gonna sound really bad, but I'm pretty sure I could have done it better. I could have made this movie look better.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
It sucks.
Because they got $100 million and I have no money. So I can make it look so much better. I didn't like the costume design.
Yeah.
It's just like a CGI. He looked like an old man with like fangs. It just didn't work. But one thing I did like was like they had like those like fast forwarded fight scenes and then it like slows down and goes in slow mo. I thought those were cool the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that sort of like the phantom camera effect.
Yeah.
I mean, even in like the X-Men movies with Quicksilver, they kind of have that a bit where he's running down and like everything around him slowed or
Days of
Future Past, and then also Apocalypse. They did that as well.
Right, yeah.
Or else even just any kind of slow-mo shot. I really love, like, just as a personal note, I love getting slow-mo shots. Like, when you transition into, like, slow-mo when you're, like, capturing something.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just me. But, yeah, those shots were really well done. Everything else really sucked.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, here's my other question.
Oh, my goodness.
Describe this movie using a quote from another movie.
That's a good question. The one that immediately comes to mind is we're gonna need a bigger boat. I kind of want to say it. Whatever. Or from Ghostbusters, yes, it's true. This man has no dick. or let's see. What else can I use? I don't know.
Mine's from The Dark Knight. Joker. Why so serious?
Yo, it was. Why was it so serious?
This movie took itself so seriously, and that's a problem. That's the main. I think that's the biggest reason why I didn't like it. Was because it wasn't even fun. Like there are plenty of bad movies. Like take The Amazing Spider-Man for example. But it was fun, and that's what matters. That's why I'll go back and rewatch it. And then also, like, the music slapped for that one and everything. This movie just didn't have it.
I will probably never watch this ever again.
Yeah.
Unless someone is like, hey, Nat, let's go watch Morbius. I'll pay for dinner, and I'll pay for your ticket.
Even then, I'd still pop a couple melatonin before going in.
Do you know what? I'm at a point where, like, I'll legit watch anything. So, do you know what? Whatever. It's either this or... There's worse addictions to have. That's all I'm saying.
Speaking of addictions, I'm addicted to keeping my throat clear.
Oh yes.
So today,
what do we have?
Drinks. We have what are these like sparkling, like they're American sodas. They're called Izzy's.
Izzy.
Yeah. My cousins brought these up.
Sick.
So let's yeah.
No sugar added.
No
90
sugar
calories.
All right. The sparkling blackberry
okay,
flavor.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I missed it. I can't get my finger. Okay. Yo, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That tastes like a carbonated juice box.
Honestly, that's the best way to
You know the
describe
blackberry,
it.
like the
like you know
the Minute Maid ones.
The Minute Maid ones.
Yeah.
Or even the what are those ones? They have like the blue and white box or whatever.
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, this tastes better than Morbius.
a goose poo would taste better than Morbius.
The other thing, I mean, you kind of touched on the costume design a bit. This man looks like he was put in a microwave, dude.
Dude, right? Right? That's what I'm saying.
What the heck?
Dang it.
Yeah. I honestly did not really go into this movie looking forward to liking it. Like, I still wanted to give it a chance. I don't believe you can really trash a movie unless you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You cannot. Never mind. He doesn't listen to the podcast anyways.
okay, good, cool. Yeah. That shouldn't be a controversial opinion. If you're just gonna get on the bandwagon with other people hating it, then whatever. I mean,
It's the whole "don't knock it till you try it" type of thing.
exactly. So if you're someone, I'd even recommend, if you're someone who really takes that philosophy seriously as well, then watch the movie and then come back and listen to the pod and see if you still agree with us.
Or watch the movie and then call us, and then we could give you free therapy after that.
Yes. That would probably be healthier.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're someone who doesn't, and I mean, like, no shame. If you're listening just to find out if it's a good movie or not, just if you don't want to spend your time watching it, it's also respectful. Respectful.
Yeah. I will say, if you're listening to our podcast, I mean, go watch Morbius. I mean, like, yeah, I'm not the one to like tell you not to go watch a movie because I'm a big film guy and people put like time and effort into this movie. Go watch it for yourself and then talk about it with your friends and tell them how bad it is.
Yeah.
But like I'm never gonna tell someone not to watch a movie just because of the quality. That's why I've seen Birdemic twice. I've seen all the Sharknadoes. Man.
This is a good one to watch by yourself. So like if you're looking, I mean, you could take friends too that also want to give it a shot.
Friends you will never have after the movie. You took me to see this?
What the heck? But yeah, if you're looking for like a family movie or something, watch something else. Go watch The Lost City. We liked that one.
Yeah, go watch. Actually, no, maybe not with your kids.
Okay, maybe. Age appropriate kids.
That'd be a 14A movie. Oh, yikes! Go watch The Batman.
Watch The Batman. Hey, it's streaming April 16th, so might have to.
Yeah, it is. Wait, in a week?
In a week or something?
Oh, 18th.
Yeah. So like in a week.
Yeah. Something in the way.
Wait. Check this out. Alexa, I'm vengeance.
Something's in my ass.
What?
So for context, listeners, we are recording in my room today.
Oh my.
And I have everything. I mean, like literally every light I have in my room is a smart light. So every light just turned red. And Alexa just replied with a meme. Never mind. Yeah, sorry. I said her name and I had to save it. Never mind.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Dude, it's red in his room now.
Yeah, it is.
I'm having to get smart lights now.
Might have to.
No, I just realized there's a Batman just on top of his shelf looking down at us.
Yeah, bro. We're both really big nerds.
That's true.
Both of our setups are very nerdy.
Yeah, no, why would you say that? we definitely didn't name our podcast about nerds. Okay, anyways, one thing I'm really sick of in these type of movies is the villain being an exact like replica of the hero, but evil.
Yeah.
You have that in so many movies. Iron Man 2.
Even Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 3, Iron Man 1, the Iron Mans. Incredible Hulk. Especially the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
What else? Ant-Man. Dude, like, I'm just sick of it. Like, come up with your original thing. I know it's kind of like the heroes has to kill his old self to, like, become new. But it's just... That's lazy writing. In the words of Deadpool. That's just lazy writing. Yeah, no, I'm really sick of it. And, like, yo, Sony, call us up. We'll make a good superhero movie.
For real. Dang. We actually have to put our money where our mouth is and make, like, a good movie now.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Actually, no, let's make a movie.
Let's make a movie over the summer.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
In how long, though? How long are we talking about? Because a movie would be over an hour 20. I think a classification for movies over an hour 20. That's about if we're having to write a script, that'd be like a 50-page script.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down.
Yikes. No, it should be a lot more because on TV it's a minute a page.
Right.
That's usually the rule of thumb.
Hey, if anyone out there wants to help make a movie with us, hit us up.
If you're an actor, hit us up.
Yeah.
Because we need actors.
if you're willing to work just because you like making movies, hit us up.
Yeah, we'll buy you lunch or dinner or whatever.
we'll take you to see Morbius. Only if you're bad. Only if you're bad.
Yes, we'll take you to see Morbius as an employee. That's so funny. What else do we want to talk about, Ashton?
Yeah, actually,
We've just been ranting.
We've been ranting. I agree, though. I'm tired of those movies that the villain is a clone or has the exact same powers of another superhero. I like the original Iron Man. It's like one of my favorite. I think I put it up on my
It's
list.
like number
as my
4
favorite.
for you, yeah.
Yeah, it's up there for my favorite MCU movies. But it's become such a cliche now to have your villain be kind of a copy of the hero.
Yeah.
And I'm done with it. I'm over it. Let's get some originality. There's a lot of really great like comic book villains that aren't that. And really, the main villain, you know what would be an interesting Morbius movie? The main villain of that movie should be Spider-Man. Now, I'm not talking it has to be Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire or Tom Holland.
I'll be Spider-Man. Sony, call me up.
It would be so interesting, though,
I have a suit.
to see a villain movie with the villain going up against the hero from the villain's perspective.
Yeah.
That would just be that like already that's a way better concept than what this movie
So
tried
much
to
more
do.
compelling.
It's so much more compelling because you always see the hero side of things in a movie. You never see the villain side. I mean, you get a look into their lives, but the movie's not all based around them, right?
Yeah.
And if a movie could successfully make you empathize with a villain enough to the point where you start questioning the hero's motives, that would just be so much more interesting than like whatever the frick this tried to do to make Morbius the hero.
This is true. This is facts.
Yeah. Sony, let's do it.
Since we're talking about the villain, Matt Smith.
Yeah.
I don't care or remember what his character's name is. But yeah. He did a pretty good job. Matt Smith, as you know, he played I can't remember which doctor, but he played the doctor in Doctor Who.
Yep.
He was in The Crown as Prince Charles. And he's a good actor. And he tried so hard to make this character compelling. It was just the script he was given was not great. He's probably my favorite character in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Because he's actually like, he has a reason for being evil. Because, you know, he's been beat up as a child and the world's kind of against him. And he hates that because who doesn't hate that? And he uses that as revenge and goes on a killing spree and kills innocent people. And it makes sense. Like, it's nothing new, but it makes sense. But the script sucked.
Yeah, like it makes sense for him to be the main villain because of all that. But it doesn't make sense for him to instantly try killing his friends, who is like the only person who was there for him in his childhood. Like the whole thing is Morbius doesn't want to give his friend Matt Smith's character the drug or whatever he made to turn him into Morbius because obviously it's bad for your health. Don't do that. That's actually low-key what happened in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 as well.
Yeah.
A very similar interaction there with Spidey and Harry.
Sony, I see a theme.
Sony, you lacking, dude. Yeah. So that was like very similar. But then when he takes it, to have him instantly want to start killing Morbius, like, you know, he kind of does that typical, oh, join me villain thing. But to instantly like initiate like trying to kill him,
Yeah,
it doesn't make as much sense.
That ain't it, Chief.
That ain't it. And it's like they try to explain it where it's like, oh well, synthetic blood is like the reason why he can't take the synthetic blood. He needs the real stuff. Still doesn't explain like all this aggression towards the one person who was there in his life.
Yeah, like
Even The Amazing Spider-Man 2 did that better.
oh my goodness. This movie is just boring.
Yeah.
It's just boring. Like the first, it's so predictable that you're just like, whoa, didn't see that coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're sorry. We just really need to get this off our chest.
This is therapy.
This is therapy for us now.
Yeah. This is what it's come to. Dang. Yeah, no, I definitely would concur. If you're someone who takes movies seriously and you want to, and I honestly like.
If you're like
hope,
us.
If you're like us, I hope you're going out and forming your own opinion. So give this one a shot. But you're probably going to come to similar conclusions, and then you can join in the rant. If you don't, that would actually be interesting to see why not. It's so funny. It's kind of become a meme with those people that actually didn't mind the movie as much.
Yeah.
I still don't understand, though. Like, I've tried looking at that perspective. I still don't understand.
Okay, I mean, if you were to give this movie a score out of 10, or no, yeah, it goes out of 10, what would it be? I think for me, probably 3. It's not that bad that I would give it a 2.
Dude, the first number that came into my head was a 1.8, and then I was like, okay, maybe I could. That's probably closer to 2.
Yeah, so we'll go 2.5 in the middle.
2.5.
Yeah.
2.5 in the middle. Yeah.
I'm just more optimistic than you, I suppose.
That's fair. Actually, you know what? Let's talk about the ending, because the ending was kind of the one thing that redeemed it, but I still have a lot of problems with it.
Okay, let's talk about it. Spoilers! Actually, no,
Spoilers.
we've been spoiling the entire movie the entire time.
There really isn't much to spoil in this movie. It's like a typical, like...
Yeah. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen the movie.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. Sony wanted to bring in Vulture. Or they wanted to bring him into, like, their movie universe because he was actually a really well-done villain, because he was done by Marvel and Michael Keaton. 2 really great parties.
Yes.
Now... here's the thing. They brought him in using the blip. Or, sorry, not the blip. The multiverse breaking thing from Spider-Man No Way Home. But they...
yes, the multiverse
breaking thing.
from No Way Home.
But they did it. They did the reverse, where they put an MCU villain who knows Spider-Man's identity into another universe. And we don't even know officially... like, I think we're mostly guessing it's Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but we don't know for sure what Spider-Man is in this universe.
What? Dude, Tom Holland and Michael Keaton played so well off each other. Why would you take him away?
Exactly. I would be down to see the Vulture return and just not remember who Peter is and just be there to, like, cause havoc in another Spider-Man movie and have Peter kind of be like, well, like, blah, blah, blah. And trying not to reveal his identity, but also still feeling a lot of that same pain he felt from the first movie. Like, that would be a lot more compelling than taking Michael Keaton out of the MCU and dumping him into a universe that really only has Venom and Morbius. Like, why?
Why?
And here's the thing that doesn't make sense. He comes from prison. Like, in the movie, in the scene, he appears in his prison garments. And then in the next scene when he shows up, he has his full Vulture suit. How did that get there? He wasn't even wearing it.
What the heck?
Like, what the frick?
I know we're nitpicking, but come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
How are you going to explain that, Sony? Because it's the exact same one as Homecoming. It's not like he just went out and built another one. Because he built that suit originally with the Chitauri weapons.
I'm so mad.
There is no Chitauri invasion in friggin' Garfield's universe, if it even is his, because... he said he's never fought aliens before.
What a mess of a movie. Can't believe it. What a joke.
For real. I was hoping, because they said that they're doing a lot of reshoots for this movie over the past couple months. I was hoping it was going to take a lot more of the impact from No Way Home. It didn't. Now I'm scared for Kraven. Not because I think Kraven's going to, like, blow minds or whatever, or because he's a terrifying villain.
I just like him
because I'm scared the movie's going to suck because Sony can't make a good movie. Now, actually,
Sony will direct.
Into the Spider-Verse was really good. One of the best, if not the best Spider-Man movie out.
Yeah, see, but they let their directors have full creative freedom.
Exactly.
You idiots.
Stop looking at this with more of a business mindset over a creativity mindset.
Oh my goodness.
If you want good business, you have to put in more creativity, and that's what's going to draw people to it.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. Look at all the other movies. Although a case could be made for the Star Wars prequels that was done wrong. Not enough business, too much creative freedom. Anyway, that's another discussion.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that in another.
We can talk about that for hours.
We could. Yeah. Honestly, I just want to forget this movie and move on with my life.
Dude, that's tough. He just wants to move on.
I just want to move on. I would be down to see Morbius appear in other things, but I would only be down for that if like Kevin Feige was helping them out with it. And if he's not the main character.
Yeah.
I really don't want a Morbius 2. If it comes out, I'll see it. As painful as that is to
We'll
say.
go on a Tuesday. Suck it, Sony. You're not getting my other $8.
Exactly. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Where's your brain in all this stuff, Nat?
I'm tired. I'm so tired of bad movies. Of bad Sony movies. I just want a good Sony superhero movie again.
Yeah.
We haven't got one since 2007. I don't know when Spider-Man 3 came out.
Wait, you're calling that one a good one?
Yeah. Fine, no.
Compared to Morbius, yeah.
Yeah, compared to Morbius. Actually, no. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is really good.
So since 2014.
I think it's good.
I would say since Into the Spider-Verse in 2018.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, no. I'm sorry. I love that movie. That movie's so good. I always forget that's a Sony movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't
feel like it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. That's why.
Yeah. That's the best kind of Sony movie, is one that doesn't feel like a Sony movie.
It's tough. So tough.
That's the reputation they have now. Make the Amazing Spider-Man 3, y'all. But, like,
Yes.
don't make it suck. Put more creativity into this. Yeah.
Ashley, do we have anything else to talk about? Or are we done ranting today?
I'm done ranting.
I'm done ranting, guys. Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun.
It was.
We needed
weirdly
this.
therapeutic.
It's freaking Monday, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's Monday, right? It is
Yeah.
Monday? Oh, my goodness.
Already, jeez.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. We'll have a couple more episodes up probably this week. We have some episodes in the vault that we can post.
Yep.
We'll just post those as bonus episodes like we did. We had our first bonus episode about lightsabers yesterday. So give that a listen.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to do. Yeah. Ashton, what are you thinking? Oh.
Yeah.
Dude. We need more lightsabers.
We need more lightsabers, bro. Yeah, cool.
Guys, until next time, I'm Nat.
And I'm Ashton.
And we are the Nurse in Flannel.
Peace.